confused as to why I was comparing the Jackson 5 to BTS. But that's not what I was doing. And I'm going to explain this to you as best I can. Welcome to the greatest show on earth.
And action.
Hear me out on this. Arirang, and I'm sorry if I said that wrong, is the song that was sang and illegal during the occupation of Korea from 1910 to 1945. So I want you to think about what it meant as a culture to go to Tokyo and have basically the grandchildren of the people who were alive during the time frame of the occupation singing those words, right? And what I was trying to show you was it would be comparable within the black diaspora for the Jackson 5, who was probably one of the biggest groups that we ever had in the 1970s, if they went on a tour and they had named the album Sweet Low Sweet Chariot or Wade in the Water or Oh Freedom, right? And then went to the Jim Crow Deep South in the 1970s, because if you think about the 80-year difference, that would have been people who were born in the 1880s would have been the great-grandparents. Then those people singing those songs with that sample, right? If the Jackson 5 are dancing on stage and you hear 100,000 people saying, Wade in the water, right? Do you see what I'm saying? So like, it's not about a comparison of the Jackson 5 to BTS. What I'm trying to highlight is that BTS are the grandchildren of people who lived through something that is similar to the black diaspora. And that is something that's really special that we share. They don't look like us. They don't sound like us, but they are doing their best to pay reverence to black culture while showing how it's given them a voice to do what we attempted to do when we created hip hop, giving a voice to the voiceless, curating a popularity that forces an entire generation of people who otherwise might be seen as separate to recognize the beauty of our art form. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not Jackson 5 versus. That is not what we do on this page. What we show is how things are comparable so that we actually realize that we're closer together than we realize. Do you see what I'm saying?